What is up, everyone? Today I'll be reviewing Summer Pockets, a game that has meant so much to me and that I've followed from its very first announcement. Now, before I go really into this, I want to say that this is kind of an incomplete review in so many words, because Reflection Blue actually comes out in just a few weeks, and it's going to be a very much updated version. To kind of give an analogy, it's kind of like reviewing Persona 5 when Persona 5 Royal comes out in the next week. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and give my initial review on the content that is not Reflection Blue. And considering that it can only go up from here, I'm very excited. With that said, there's going to be no spoilers in this video, unlike my many other reviews. Basically, I just want all of you to experience this for the first time like I was able to. So to kind of give some background, I'm a huge Key fan, and as many of you know, and considering Maeda's health issues, I was truly worried for the future of Key. So when Summer Pockets was announced, I was filled with emotion. Just on the announcement alone, the basis that it could be Key's last ever work, so I just ended up following the project like a hawk. I downloaded the beta, which was in Japanese, and I don't even speak Japanese, so it was kind of a mess. I gave my reviews in it as best as I could using Google Translate, and I tried to talk about it as much as possible just because I wanted that English release so bad. So when it finally got announced and then it kept getting delayed, I was so worried, and then finally when it came out, I got my wish. And my dream as a Key fan was honestly answered. So as usual, for those of you guys that are new, I rate my games on 3 scales across rating and purchase, and it's based off of the categories of gameplay, art, music, and story. So to start with our first category, the gameplay is just a typical VN style. There is a little bit of a twist though. So instead of needing like a guide like you do for many of the other VNs, that certain decisions do this and blah blah blah, you have to get a decision to go to this route. In this game, you simply just click on character faces, and clicking on all of them just locks you in. For this kind of style, it's very innovative for like a Key VN, and the simple feature was a lot of fun. And not only was it a lot of fun, but it was really efficient. On top of routes, you could do some joke scenes, like if you want to hang out with the boys. You could play mini games such as table tennis, and there's like this Pokemon battler type game called Ilamon. You catch things, you get them as achievements. It's a lot of fun. It may sound kind of stupid, but just trust me when I say it's a lot of fun, and it adds a lot of life to both the characters. It adds a lot of laughs to the reader, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's actually the most fun I've had in a Key minigame. So the art, going to our next category, is directed by Naga. It's very like Little Busters-esque. The designs are beautiful, the characters reflect the theme and setting of summer, and some of the CGs are up there with some of my favorite in Key games. In particular, the ending routes, the ending CGs in all the routes are just spectacular. Some of the CGs, I will say, the eyes seem a little bit off, and chat talked about this, and it kind of made me realize it. It's such a far and in-between complaint. There's only like 1 or 2 that I feel that, to which otherwise the CGs are just fantastic. So the music going into our next category is exactly what you would expect from Maeda and Key. Some songs the songs just fully encapsulate summer. Others can be melancholic, some seem surreal, and others really make you emotional the second that the violin chord hits. Every single route has an ending song which fits the theme of the route, and the lyrics will change depending on that. And some of the characters have their own special ending songs as well, which also, like I said earlier, they fit the tone of the route. The main ED even, which is called Lasting Moment, is my favorite of any Key game so far. So Alice Magic and Clear Weather After the Rain, you guys are going to be firmly planted at number 2. So our final category, our most controversial, is going to be the story. Now, without spoiling anything, there's going to be 2 sides to this. There's going to be those that believe this was not adventurous enough and didn't take too much of a risk, and therefore think it's a good rehash of old themes, but not enough. And then there's going to be those that solely believe in the latter. Even though this was a rehash of a lot of old themes in Key games, it was such a revamp, not a copy-paste. And honestly, from my own opinion, Summer Pockets does use a lot of old themes from Key games, and for those that have read every work, the game may even seem predictable at some points. But despite all this, the themes have been perfected, and I wholeheartedly believe that old and new fans alike will respect and enjoy them for what they have to offer. To conclude up everything, Summer Pockets is exactly the VN that I needed in my life right now. It's heavy themes, it has high and emotional points, and its setting of summer is perfect as we begin to enter the summer of 2020. The VN reached one of the highest points ever in a VN for me, the Kamome route, without spoiling anything, and it got even better as I finished my very first route. Summer Pockets is a firm and brilliant return to tradition, and I could gladly say with no doubt in my mind that the future brilliance of Key may even outshine the radiance of its past. In total, as hard as it is to rate, I rate Summer Pockets a total of a 9.2 out of 10, which is a 94 out of 100 if you want to go by that metric. It's a perfect return to what we know and love, and old-time and new fans alike will be in for a complete treat. The Steam Summer Sale's coming up right around the corner, and I recommend all fans of VNs just to pick up this masterpiece. I promise you, you will enjoy it. Even if you've missed the sale, I will gladly say that the Vienna is well worth its full price. I paid full price for it, and I do not regret a penny that I spent. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys next time.